Hello everybody and welcome back to Alex Elliott Golf and welcome to the Sunday Night Show. This is where we're going to bring you sports stars and people throughout the internet, and what do they have in common? They all play golf. They're going to complete challenges and we're going to do a short interview about their whole life as well as some interesting facts. And today we've got Marcus.
Tiger Woods, Ben Hogan and Mo Norman. I'm really into Chris Webby at the moment. I like that. It's like a he sort of he's got a new take on sort of rapping, so I like that. That I am obsessed with whatever I'm doing at the time. Broccoli.
How old are you when you turned pro?
24, 25.
Which I guess when people are watching this, they think that sounds quite late.
Yeah, it sounds quite late. Yeah.
All the young superstars, but I think what we're trying to do is actually open people's eyes. Not obviously you're in the sport industry and a golfer, and realise that actually people who are on this journey, it actually is a little bit later for most people.
Yeah, I mean, you watch telly and you just superstars are shoved in your face.
Yeah.
And I don't believe I'm that talented. I just think I've got an ability to not give up, to keep going, to even when it seems really far away, and I'm trying to do it like the only way I know how, and that's not being a superstar. That's working for every sort of small gain that I make in my game and things.
I guess that's proven year on year. So you turned pro.
Turned pro. Went to Euro Pro Q School, Mottram Hall, blew a gale, ripped it down with rain, and I shot 2 under, 3 under, or 1 under, 3 under, something like that. But I won, and it was like, I didn't really know, because it was so hard. I just forgot about everything else. I just played really well, but I didn't do much through the year. And then the year after, I decided to go to Alps Tour Q School. So that was to get my 2017 playing rights, and that was in Spain. And whether you like it or not, Alps Tour, there was probably 300 entries, got to go through 2 stages, and there's only 25 cards at final stage. So I think I shot I want to say 4 or 5 under, finished 23rd, got my playing rights, and then I went to work in the winter. I just worked as a labourer, worked in a few retail shops, and I wasn't. It came a crossroads that I wanted to save money and spend it on the travel for the year after. So I actually made the decision not to renew my membership at a golf club to save money. So
which would sound crazy to most people in golf, not having a membership.
Because again, we're shoved in our face on social media and the telly, superstars practicing in perfect weather. Now I want to play on the European Tour. I want to play golf for a living, and I am not a member of a golf club. So as you can imagine, it caused quite there's some sleepless nights. What I'm going to do it. So I approached my local gym, and he was very gracious. The guy who owns it, Peter Howell of Prime Health and Fitness, he gave me a key. Said I can use the space anytime I want. So I managed to get hold of a net and a mat, and I literally hit balls with the guy who looks after me, Anthony Dempsey, with my swing, hit balls all winter whilst working, and I came out hitting it good in 2017. So I played that year. I finished 37th on the order of merit, and top 50 keep the playing rights. So successful year.
Successful year then.
Yeah, back to work. Yeah, so good year golfing, back to work. And it was the same again.
People don't really realise, a lot of people that, unlike you, a lot of people get a lot of sponsorship,
a
lot of support, whereas you have to manage financing it yourself, do everything, which a lot of people will get. Don't want to begrudge people getting given it, but it's something that I don't think people would actually realise the struggle that goes on with that.
Yeah, it's I was never good enough. I was close one year of getting in the England squad, but so I didn't have England there to back me. Obviously playing for the county helped. It was a good experience, but yeah, I had to sort of work and play golf, and you go through, you do question, I think it's okay to be sort of directionless, I want to say, but I think it's okay because you have one end goal that you want to get to. You know, I'm not there yet. Fortunately, for the last sort of, you know, every year as a golfer, I've got better.
So you finished top 40 first year on Alps Tour, and second year?
And this year I finished 5th on the Order of Merit. Only top 5 get the full playing rights for Alps Tour, so Challenge Tour 2019. So I'm looking forward to starting that. That's going to start for me in the first week of April.
That came with a win.
Guadeloupe. Yeah, that was it was kind of the build-up, because I remember finishing, like the third event I finished second in Portugal, but the last 3 holes were, they played the highest scoring average for that week. I think it was par 5, par 4, par 5, par 4 finish, and the last round I birdied all 3 of them, and I picked up, you know, strokes gained on field for those 3 holes was through the roof. I think 18 was par 4 and it was playing 6.3 average. So the wind was pumping. So it's things like that, and building blocks that have happened. Then 2 weeks later I finished 7th in Austria, final round 67, birdied the last hole to get a jump from 13th to 7th. And it's those things. Imagine if I didn't birdie though, you know, I'd be further away. And then the week after I went to Guadeloupe, a French Caribbean island, and the wind was sort of 30-35 kilometres an hour. It was humid, but I felt well rested, and it was so far away from sort of what I'm used to. It got me away from all the sort of I don't know, the emotional weight that you sometimes carry as a player, and I just played so free, and I didn't really miss a shot I hit 50 of 54 greens for 3 rounds of golf. Even though I was 30-40 feet away, didn't chip. No. You know, so, and I think the cut was really high that week. It was 7 over, so you can imagine how hard it was playing. And like last round, 7 under for the tournament. So that, and then I was at the top of the rankings for 6 weeks. So that was good, and eventually finished 5th to finish the year. And now it's a new challenge. You know, now it's a new challenge. I mean, people, you know, I'm very quiet in what I do, but if I'm sort of working on trying to figure it out how to do it, you know, I'm picking people's brains, anyone who's good or have got a knowledge about, even if it's, you know, diet or anything, managing my life, or, you know, admin, or, you know, banking, I'll just pick the brain and I'll take bits of what I know, and, you know, I'll apply it to my life, and it's coming, and it's slowly. So this is a new challenge, you know, for me. I'm trying to, you know, I'm running a shares scheme. We've got a website being launched at hopefully the end of the week. You know, I'm here with you today. Thank you for having me. So it's exciting. I think it's okay to not have a set in stone plan.
Definitely. I think hopefully, you mean like you could win the first 3 events and then your plans completely changed. Like Aaron Rye last year, or the year before I should say, got his season off to a fast start, and before he knew it, you actually had a European Tour card.
Yeah, so you can secure it.
Yeah, and I think if you do keep them from that kind of, I didn't play, but kind of being inside that kind of life, if you can be open to change and open to adapt to situations, that's the best thing I think you can do with that mentality.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to, but at the same time, never get away from what makes you, what's put you there.
Definitely.
So there's certain things that are set in stone that I would not change, and you know, a few of them will stay with me for my entire career, I think. So.
Perfect. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
As part of the channel, everyone that comes on, no matter who they are, what ability, I know you're a pro, have to take part in a challenge. 100 yards out, how close can you get to it? Let's have a look at it. So, 3 feet. You have laid the gauntlet down for everyone that's going to precede you.
I think that 100-yard shot played about 120 with the wind and rain.
Yeah, it was 8 iron or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was full one.
Final part of this interview, we're going to talk through your lows and highs out on the golf course. So, let's go with the high to begin with.
Well, the obvious high was winning in Guadeloupe, and then carrying that forward for the next sort of 8 tournaments, and then finally finishing the year, having it confirmed. I remember being, I was in Stresa in Italy, the last event of the final, and I had it confirmed on the leaderboard that I was order merit 5th place, and that was just a massive relief, because only the people closest to me knew how obsessed I was.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it next year. I didn't want to wait another year to do it, and I wanted to have one practice go on the Alps Tour, do it the next year, and that's what I did. And to have that weight off my mind was, you know, just for me personally, to show that I'm progressing and doing the right things. All the sacrifices that people don't see are paying off.
So now we've heard your highs. This is one which kind of, don't just be too negative, but let's pick one of your lows.
I think it's good to look back and think when your lows were, but certainly one that stands out for me was I just got my Alps Tour card. I finished the round, signed my scorecard, went back, and as I was home, it occurred to me that I wasn't going to be able to be a member of a golf club. Now, if you think about that, someone who wants to play at the highest level, I do want to play at that, and I think it's okay to say that. It's not arrogant or confident. It's just what you want to do. It's okay to say that, and not having a golf course to practice on, purely because I wanted to spend that money that was meant for a membership, because I wasn't going to be there, on travelling on my first few tournaments. And that was a low point. So there was sleepless nights trying to figure out a way. Okay, how am I going to do this? Can I get a corporate membership? Can I do this? And thank heaven I had someone like my friend Pete, who gave me permission to pretty much live in the gym. I set up a net and a mat in there, and the coach that I work with, Anthony, we worked so many hours, literally trying to hit it really good. And I came out 2017, yes, I had to put more work into my pitching and chipping because I haven't been out on a course and stuff, and having to save up at work. So I was trying to balance not being a member of a golf club, having to work 2 jobs. I worked 3 at one time once, and that was hard, because it has a detrimental effect on your recovery, and you need a lot of recovery, especially when you're hitting. Like I would regularly hit with Anthony when we were playing. This is no exaggeration. And it's kind of an old school way of doing things, but it's the way I do things. It's the way I learn.
Your way.
Yeah.
And that's in anything.
And if I want to change a move, there's only one way for me to do it, and that's reps. And there was a lot of times where I'd have a 7 or 8 iron, and I would, I would hit 700, 800, 900 balls with it over, with a bit of food in between. But that's for me what it took, because I didn't have the top coaches telling me what to do. I didn't have certain things or the luxury of the concrete advice. So, just thankfully that I had the 2 people there to support me and guide me in the right direction. And you've got to, and if you can get through that, it makes it nice when you do
could
go.
Say that probably made the fact that.
Yeah, I will say that I'm determined in what I do. Even when it comes down to gym stuff, if there's a certain weight that I haven't got past and I'm lifting it, I'll do it until I can do it.
Fantastic. Well, we'll wish you the best of luck going forward for this year.
Hopefully
we're sat in the same position next year,
and we
2020.
can play. We can
say European Tour player.
That'll be fantastic.
Thanks for being on the channel.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching this month's version of the Sunday Night Golf Show. If you like this content, guys, hit that subscribe button, and plenty more people in the sport industry with that one thing in common: all play golf, coming on soon.